Hi, Joe Cerrone. Welcome to CAD 230 Introduction to Solidworks and our weekly Zoom meeting. Module 6 has been released. It's on part configurations, refers to Chapter 8. And you will need this file here, this very sketch solid part, to be able to complete the exercise. The midterm exam is due tonight at 11:30 p.m. I've had several people who've gone through and taken the midterm exam. It is an honor lock exam for the multiple choice portion of it. You don't necessarily have to use honor lock for the hands-on exam. You can if you want to. Basically, they just record your webcam, verify your identity. So you will need a webcam and a photo identification to take that exam. If you don't get it done by 11:30 today, it will be late. You will still be able to take the exam, but it will be late. All right, with that, I've got some adjustments I made to the outline of topics because things were starting to come up on top of each other. So I pushed the module 8 due to next week. It was originally due tonight, but since I hadn't covered it yet, I thought that would be a little too early. Module 9 is next week, 10, etc. And so module 7 is the midterm. And as I'm looking and talking about this right now, module 8 next week is available, but I haven't quite covered. Well,
Goodness, we have a.
Go ahead, Greg. What was your question?
Sorry, I accidentally unmuted.
I don't mind. You'll just you'll just hear yourself on the recording, but that's quite all right. But module 8 is on threaded parts. And so module 8 is very well laid out. And it has some really nice features that SolidWorks added recently, which is, I call it the thread wizard. I don't know why they didn't call it the thread wizard. They call it like a thread something or other. But it gives you the ability to create threads like a machinist would. You know, you can set up the tapering angle, the number of threads per inch, the depth of the cuts and everything like that per these standards. And then you can have your threaded parts printable, 3D printable, and you can assemble them with regular assembly tools like a wrench. So that's module 8. And then our plan is to cover as many of the modules as we can. And we typically cover 10 modules, and then we'll go into the SolidWorks associate exam. The practice exam I turned on, I was talking to one of the students who wants to get ready for it. And so I said, hey, I'll put that on. May will be coming quite soon. I plan to give the SolidWorks practice exam on May 5th. I think that's the date. So typically I give that, May 3rd. Yes, May 3rd. And that way we have a mercy week to be able to catch up on that. And I'll double check that to make sure it's not the 10th, but I'm feeling it will be May 3rd. And the way I run the course is that if you pass the CSWA exam, then you don't have to take my final exam. And so I have the Oakton SolidWorks final exam, and then you can have the SolidWorks exam. And I think I logged into my account over here. I have these vouchers. And so if you are interested in some of the other exams, they charge $100 per exam. Another good exam if you are thinking about what you want to take, I'll be offering the intermediate SolidWorks in the fall. Mike Durso will be teaching that. He's great. And then him and I will be doing the CAD 210, which is the advanced industrial design. You might say, well, why not the industrial design? And I'll tell you, it's so much work to get anything through the curriculum committee here. I have so many things that I could just take an existing course and fold it into it. And so that's the course that you want to take with your SolidWorks. You want to take CAD 210, which is advanced industrial design, because it deals with 3D printing and laser cutting and digital manufacturing. And so some really cool content to it. You get a lot of 3D printed parts. I got a new laser that I'm going to be incorporating into that also. Some really nice projects and some really nice hands-on applications with a certificate, an industry certificate in their associate exam in additive manufacturing. And this isn't really that difficult an exam. It's really probably the easiest one of them. And I'll probably be working on this CAM one next for myself. All right, with that, let me get back to the main splash page, back to our outline. Okay, so that's our quick review. Continue to work on the modules as they're rolling out. And if you have any questions, you can instant message me right here or send me an email. Instant message is the best in D2L because that has a tendency to catch my attention because it'll flag it. Okay, that ends our quick review of this week's Zoom meeting.